1. Welcome all to a Captain Foley 5 as I die. Hey guys, how's it going? We're gonna do another impromptu live because hey, why not? Diamond Select. We might talk about some Diamond Select issues today. We'll see. All right. First, do you get a prize? You don't. You don't get a prize for being first. You got an itchy ear? You got an itchy ear? Oh, you got an itchy ear. Oh, you itch this ear. Scratch it. Scratch it. Diamond Select. That's a fuzzy thumbnail. Jesus Christ. No, Shannon, you do not get a prize for being first. Bragging rights is good enough as a prize. Sure it is. Sure it is. So how is everybody today? How was your Saturday? Hope it was well. Damn dog. Long live the pug. Yes, Ozzy. Shannon says, stop reading my mind, Daniel. Live happy. Hello, Cap and all, and happy live long and prosper day. Hope everyone, is that actually a thing? That's stupid. Joseph is here. Jaws is here. Hey, Captain Foley. Between Picard Season 2 and Lower Decks, which would you recommend more at this point? They're both different. Definitely Lower Decks, but also Picard Season 2 is good too. So I can't recommend either. I can't recommend either over the other. Those are words that I just said. My Sunday's going great, thank you. You future people. Shannon Murphy says, I had to watch Twilight for my English class, and it was so boring. I like 1931 Dracula better. Well, yes, of course you do. Anyone else laughing at Dracula? I was the one laughing at Twilight. So, it occurs to me that I was having a conversation right before this live with a friend of mine who is one of the admins for the Facebook page and one of the moderators here on YouTube, and talking about the Diamond Select release of the Enterprise C and Reliant, and made me want to go grab my Enterprise E Diamond Select, which I have here. There's two versions of this Enterprise E from Diamond Select. I'm not sure which movie this one is.
Ready phasers and quantum torpedoes. Fire all weapons.
And this one, show me the Reliant, please, 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 please. Yeah, we can't. This one, so there's two Enterprise E's, like I said. One is from, I think, First Contact. The other is from the other movies. This is, I believe, the First Contact one. The problem is, this one, the blue parts on the nacelles don't light up. I don't know if they're supposed to or not, but they never have. It's a nice looking enough ship for what it is. So anyway, getting back to the problems at hand with Diamond Select, they there's been talk, obviously, that they're going to be doing an Enterprise C. Apparently, it's still in the works, but and I'm going to do a video on this. I think I decided I'm going to do a video on this because I have the Enterprise C from round 2, which I built and painted and just recently showed on my Facebook page again, and also Twitter. So if you guys have seen that, then you know what I'm talking about. I got the artist and Nemesis Enterprise E toy. Do the nacelles light up on that one? I just like the paint scheme on this one better than the other one. Samuel has the other one. I'm gonna get the other one because as much as I like this one, I need 2 of them in my life. So that one in your hands is from Nemesis. So there you go. Is Dan at the helm? No. So does the other one, does the first contact one light up then, like the nacelles, the blue parts? Because that'd be awesome. 10 more days till first contact day in the Paramount debut of Star Trek: The Motion Picture 4K. Yes. Yes. Thank you for all the time travel videos today. I guess that Trek has done time travel both ways. It has, absolutely. The nacelles lit up, but had bleed-through issues from the LEDs. Yeah, a lot of Diamond Select ships have bleed-through issues, which are a bit of a pain in the ass. Oh, well, there's your friend spamming the channel. Spammer eliminated. Troll alert, all moderators, battle stations. We don't have any moderators here right now. Or do we? Dare I ask what he was spamming? The most original thing ever. Discovery is not canon. Of course not. It's not prime timeline canon at all. Fucking dumbass. We know this already. It's its own Discoverse canon. Still canon in its own continuity, but it's not in the prime timeline. Quiet! Just got the USS Valiant from Eagle Moss, early Defiant concept, and it is blasphemous to say. I actually prefer it over the version they eventually went with for Defiant. It's more imposing. And see Fade, no one ever said Discovery was canon. I know, but this fucktard apparently didn't get the memo and decides to come on every live and spam away, but all with different accounts. So the guy has no fucking free time on his hand, lives in his mom's basement, probably jerks off while he's watching. Discovery's not canon, Discovery's not canon. Oh, yeah. So the troll can go fuck himself. If he wants to keep making more accounts just to get blocked, that's his prerogative, but oh look, fucktard's back. Scotty Pippen. He likes that I'm talking about him too, eh? Anyway. Thank you for the compliments on the time travel videos, guys. But anyway. So yeah, anyway, going back to Diamond Select. Their Enterprise E, they say, is still coming, or their Enterprise C, sorry, they say is still coming. They've put a lot of time and money into it. They have the Enterprise C from San Diego Comic-Con, which is the gold one, which I have up there. And I think one of the issues they might be running into is I think they stole the molds for the round 2 Enterprise C. Because I have the Enterprise C that I built, like I said. I have the San Diego Comic-Con gold version. They're the exact same size, exact same details. And I think they might have come into a legal snag by using the exact molds. It's kind of my guess. I could be wrong. But that doesn't answer the Reliant. The Reliant we've seen orthos of. We've got a quote-unquote prototype picture from like 2018. It's 2022, man. It should be out by now. George, no, it's not either one of them. They don't have the time they don't have the time to do that here. But But yeah, I think they might have stole the molds for the Enterprise C, and we haven't seen a Reliant. There has never been a physical one that people could see. Now, I'm assuming that they're not going to steal the molds from round 2 for that, because round 2's molds are 1/1000th scale, which is a little small for a Diamond Select ship. My thought would be they would probably use the molds they already have for the refit Enterprise for the nacelles and stuff for the Reliant. So I don't know why we haven't seen it yet, and I don't know what Diamond Select's issue is. I wish they would really get it sorted out, because I definitely want to see the Diamond Select Reliant, and I want an Enterprise C. Yes, I have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive one up there, the all gold one, but I want to get one that's, you know, actually the right colors, because I love the Enterprise C. This one doesn't have any sounds or anything, which is another reason I think they literally just created it out of the molds for the round 2 Enterprise, which is sketchy at best, and I'm not sure the legalities of all that. But Diamond Select has really dialed back on their Star Trek stuff, and I don't know if they have issues with CBS and Paramount. But hold on, let's see. All right, there you go. All right, let's see what we got going on here. If I've understood that the haters come out from their hiding places when one does something right. I'm the best driver in the interstate. Now they come to those who want to lose their license. After the time travel went in Star Trek, it's a new universe. Shouldn't Playmates be making these ships now anyways? Yes, Playmates should be making them. But Playmates and Diamond Select probably have different licenses, and Playmates are more kid-friendly, so... whatever your real name is, Scotty Pippen. It's the worst fake name I've ever seen. Do better. Well, he's done better. He's had some creative ones, but Keep Me Up podcast. Nah, Doomcock is busy getting insider info that Kathleen Kennedy is being fired and all new Trek will be canceled this week. LOL. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we hear from Doomcock and Nerdrotic that they're inside sources. Say that Kathleen Kennedy and Alice Kurtzman are getting married, and then they're going to commit ritualistic suicide and cancel all their projects after selling them to, I don't know, somebody. I believe Diamond Select is done with Trek. They're not, though. Recently asked if the Enterprise C will ever see the light of day. They said, yes, we put a lot of time and money into it. We want to have it out soon. George Mangrum, I can't sleep at night until I get an Eagle Moss Protostar. Amen. Amen. Kit 10K, I think the reason that stupid-ass spammer keeps doing that is because he's still upset that he was dumped by his boyfriend and he's not getting anyone in the ass. He's not getting any more in his ass from his boyfriend. That's probably the case. I mean, hey. NZ Fade, LOL, Doomcock's been saying Kathleen's going to be fired for years. Yeah, same with Alice Kurtzman. And, you know, Discovery was canceled halfway through season 1. I don't know if you guys have heard. I don't think Discovery's heard yet because they're still going, but maybe somebody should pass that memo on to them. Shannon Murphy says, unless there's an indisputable evidence, i.e. a video, of that Kathleen Kennedy is getting fired, I'm not listening and I'm not clicking. Amen. Donnie Pearson, I did my reaction video to the new trailer. Just search Don Vlog, my reaction to the new trailer for Star Trek, the Motion Picture Director's Edition, anytime. Well, go there and check it out, guys. Check out Donnie's reaction video. Shannon Murphy, I'm sure Kurtzman's death poem would be crap if he did. Chuck A. Great teaser for Picard Season 2, Episode 5 was released. Yep, I haven't seen it yet, so apparently it looks like there might be Tholians involved. Who knows? Who knows? Jeff W. I wish the Enterprise E Diamond Select had the thing where the lights stayed on, like the D ship. Yes, and the TOS one as well does that. Sven Campman puts in, hi, Captain. Hello, how's it going, sir? Nobody's super chatted yet, and I'm sad. But that's okay. 38 people watching, 19 likes. Let's get those likes up, guys. Forget the motion picture. I want Voyager in 4K, damn it. don't worry. I'm sure it won't be long before Voyager and DS9 are remastered. But yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. I promise you it'll happen. Mark my words. On this day, Captain Foley said that it's going to definitely happen. It'll happen at some point. I don't know when. Could be 5 years from now. Could be 10 years from now. It'll happen. Jeff W. has hit likes. Yes, we're up to 26 likes now, which is awesome. But can we hit 50? Let's try to get for 50. If you guys haven't hit like yet and you're watching and you're enjoying, even if you're not enjoying, even if you're the troll, hit like, hit dislike. I really don't care. Just interact with the channel. Let's see. Mike Bravo throws in $2. Drink up. Any idea what Q hands to Soong? It looks like Viagra. Maybe it's to get Q's powers back. I don't know. There's been... My theory is it's like meta whatever gel. I forget what it's called. It's that highly illegal substance that Bashir had to get at one point. Metamimetic gel, that's it. Metamimetic gel, or something like that. That is because we know that Soong goes on to create augments in Enterprise and then later switches to artificial life. So I have a feeling that that's probably what it is. It could also be some form of future nanite technology or something, but I think it's the biomimetic gel. I think that's exactly what that blue vial is, but I could be wrong. Shannon Murphy, I just learned that Hallmark made a USS Reliant ornament in 2008, and I'm upset that I don't have it. I have it. It's downstairs. It's been on my Christmas tree or my geek tree for the last few years. There's videos of it. It's nice. Kit 10K, $10. I tried to super chat my last comment, but YouTube sucked and wouldn't. But oh well, here's one now. Well, thank you, Kit. Appreciate that. Grant McGregor, I think this movie remaster is a test to remaster the other movies. Absolutely. Shannon says, before I was even into Trek, I always wanted to hang the Voyager ornament on the tree. It just looked cool. How prophetic. Mike says, biomedic gel. No, it's biomimetic. Mimetic. It's gonna it mimics whatever you're testing. I don't know how it works, but it's biomimetic gel. Joseph Barbado, 3 different spellings. Yes, well, one of them's right, maybe. Shannon Murphy, I asked my dad what the ship was from, and he said it was from Star Trek show where the captain and her crew get thrown to the edge of the galaxy, and I'm like, that's lame. There's nothing out there. How wrong I was, says Shannon. NZ Faye just watched the 5th Picard teaser. It looked all right. They've gone down a path of, I've spent my entire existence protecting this one person. Obi-Wan would be proud. Quiet! I'm gonna bust his fucking head open in a minute. I don't want to have to keep yelling at him to be quiet. Sorry, I have to put moisturizer on my elbow. It's very dry and cracked today. Speaking of dry and cracked, I mean just cracked. The goddamn weather is cracked. Got snow again today, and we're probably gonna get snow tomorrow. Vance 1982 throws in $5. So thank you very much, Vance. I think my favorite type of time travel is the time machine from H.G. Wells, and I love the model they used in the 2002 movie. The 2002 movie was all right. Time Machine was interesting. I prefer the older movie. That's a classic Time Machine look. And I love the H.G. Wells Time Machine story. Absolutely. Jeff W., we have a weeping angel on top of our tree. Just don't blink. Mr. Trent 100. So next week we see Picard's ancestor on her Europa mission. Hell yeah. Shannon Murphy, I know, I was a stupid kid. No, don't say that, Shannon. It's fine. You've since seen the light. You are redeemed. Donnie says, if Star Trek The Motion Picture 4K Director's Edition is indeed a success, which I hope it shall be, then let's hope DS9 and Voyager would get the high definition restoration they deserve. Regardless if it's a success or not, they are going to get. They're gonna remaster DS9 and Voyager. Don't worry, it'll happen. And yes, I'm live again, Junkman. I'm addicted to the lives, and all of you people. You're addicted to watching me, apparently, Junkman, because you're always here. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Don't waste time watching me if you have videos to make. I love watching your videos, so they're more important than watching me. But thank you for being here. Renaway. Renee. Why do I keep calling you Renaway? Hey, Renee, how's it going? Captain Foley about to lay down the pimp hand. Hell yeah. Don't fuck with the Foley, son. NZ fades. No worries, no problems. Shannon Murphy says, send me some. There won't be any coming down while I'm in Florida. Well, you can fucking have it, please. Clear skies and 75 degrees here in Ferguson, today. Montana? I don't know. Donnie says, I wonder, Cap, did someone crazy disturb you? I'm curious. Someone crazy? Just the fucking troll spammer. Shannon Murphy, let's face it, it's not a true success until they remaster The Wrath of Khan. We'll be buried alive in 4K goodness. Buried alive. Buried alive. God! Yeah. Archie Pina. How are we sending an astronaut to Europa in 2 years? 2024. Come on. It's not our present, it's Star Trek's present, 2024, not ours. Donnie says, I myself love watching your vids. Thank you, Donnie. Chuck A. Good night, Captain. It's been a long day. Great time travel videos today. You and Samuel do a fantastic job on Star Trek content. Thank you. Got to give Samuel pretty much all the credit on those. They were his ideas. He was the one that did the research. He was the one that brought the idea to me. He was the one that talked about it mainly in the videos, and he was also the one that edited them. I was asleep through most of them. I was in the morning, and in case you can't tell, I was very like, oh yeah, it's time travel. Yeah, you're right. I haven't even watched them yet to see the final result, but I'm glad people have been enjoying them. People have been saying they're good, so that's good. Archie Pina, we can't even launch SpaceX spaceship in projected time. Paul N, I can't wait to see what Star Trek Picard does with all that good material in Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. That young man, I hated Star Trek the motion picture as a kid. As an adult, it's one of the best Trek films, and it's pure Star Trek. It is pure Star Trek. Missouri, bum bum bum, instead of Mo. It's not Montana, it's Missouri. Kit 10K throws in another $10. Kit, you're amazing. I'm having a hard time watching this live because I've got a lean, mean mini purring machine in the way. I'd move her, but I love that sound too much. I can purr too. Shannon says it's 52 degrees and clear where I am, but it's windy and there's pollen everywhere. Stop calling it spring, call it pollen. Archie says, Star Trek predicted World War III, so maybe we're about to do it in real life. Hell yeah. Let's bring it on. Let's just get it over with. Donnie says, yes, birth state of Enterprise's Captain Jonathan Archer himself, Scott Bakula. Shannon Murphy says, wind gusts moved my car while I was drunk. Holy shite, son. Joseph says, they reminded me of the fact files that just about time travel. It was nice to see short form videos. Well, thank you. Glad you enjoyed them. Jeff W. I've been trying to get my own Trek blog and podcast. Just don't know how to make it different than the others out there. Just be yourself. That's the only suggestion I have. 57 degrees and raining here in Western Washington, says Donnie. Shannon says, hey, Viacom, it's me, a captain from the South. Tim Gwalek. What time travel type do you follow? Avengers Endgame, Cause and Effect, or Butterfly Effect? don't have a prescribed one. I think they all have merit, and different aspects of each are intriguing, and I want them to be true. So I don't really have one. That's a good question. Arvor says, "How come we never see the Temporal Integrity Commission of the U.S. and USS Relativity show up? This is surely exactly the type of case they should show up for. 709 of all people should have their number." Well, they still might make an appearance in Picard. We know the actor that was in the episode Relativity as Commander Duquesne, who becomes Captain Duquesne, is in Picard. And we're hoping that it's still a temporal agent that's coming to see what the hell's going on. That would be amazing. So they are shielded from the timeline with temporal shields. That's how that works. So yes, I hope they still make an appearance. If Duquesne doesn't show up in Picard, we're gonna riot, and Trekyards is gonna lead that riot, and we want you to all take part. That junk man, message redacted or retracted. Message retracted. It's a good message. Thanks, junk man. Scott Gardner, call me an outlier, but TMP felt more in keeping with Trek's theme of intellectual development and getting to understand each other in the universe, whereas Wrath of Khan was more space opera. I don't call it space opera. Wrath of Khan is just a different feel for sure, but still it's a more superior Star Trek movie to the motion picture, even though, as Junkman said, the motion picture is very Star Trek. But unfortunately, it suffers from the case of where Nomad had gone before, because it is just the episode, or just the script for the Changeling, where we see Nomad rehashed essentially. So yeah, they're both good. They both have their own merits, and they're both superior in their own categories. Shannon Murphy, checking weather app, and we do indeed have a wind advisory for gusts up to 15 to 20 miles per hour. Vance, 1982, Cap, do you think we'll see a DY-100? Technically, in this time period, it's the most advanced ship, and the one that Khan escaped in 96. Yeah, I think we'll see one as a model on a shelf or something, or maybe a picture of one launching, like we saw in when Voyager went back in time. There was a picture of one launching on Sarah Silverman's wall, and there was also a little model of one. So I think we'll see that at the very least. But Shannon Murphy, yeah, I drove with both hands on the wheel after that. I would believe that for sure. Kit 10K, hey, where's the almighty Empress Pug? She's right here, sleeping, being a lazy lump, as she tends to do. That junk man, in the Picard show timeline, did Khan get shot off to space in 1993? Because it doesn't seem like the tech of 2024. And 3.75. What? No, he got launched to space in 1996. 1996. And yes, they did have the technology available, but it was kept hidden and secret from the general populace. It was very much an undercover operation with a very hurried together ship. Those DY-100s were essentially just old submarines that were made space worthy and launched with the same kind of booster rockets that the shuttle used. So, but yeah, they also have stasis equipment and stuff. So I would assume that's more of Section 31 type deals or that kind of technology. I don't know. But yeah, they definitely launched in 96. Paul N., and I'm kind of hoping they add the Eugenics Wars lore to with other tyrants that possibly escape off Earth. Shannon says, am I not regal material? I'm 54% English. 54, damn it. Donnie, you are correct. It was 96. Let's just face it. The junk man is Star Wars, not Star Trek. So everything he says, take that with a grain of salt. He's probably wrong, but Captain Foley is here to correct his mistake. David Griffin, the DY-100 is from a secret government space program. It's been around since 1992. Yes, we did a video on it. Hashtag justice for Duquesne. Jeff W. Did you ever get that Monster Vision Star Trek 2 host segment working? Nope, I did not. Scott Gardner, the Eugenics War novels explained how to reconcile the Eugenics Wars versus our observed real history. A lot of Earth never knew about Khan then. Yeah, they kept the Eugenics Wars very hush-hush. There's enough political upheaval and wars and stuff going on over in the Middle East that it was easy to hide the fact that that was going on. So, the Junkman. Oh, okay, 1996. My bad. Don't kill me fully. I'll just launch into space and suspended animation like the criminal you are, sir. Shannon Murphy. Surely I'm related to some lord or lady. I'm sure you are, Shannon. I myself am a lord. I got a lordship from Sylvia as a gift for my birthday one year. I can actually legally change the name on my driver's license to Lord Stuart Foley. Sorry, Lord Stuart Thomas George Foley. That's my full name. Or you guys can all call me Lord Captain Stuart Thomas George Foley, the first, the greatest, the malevolent. No? Okay. But yeah, I've got that lordship thing because I bought a little bit of land over in Scotland. Arr. Tim Gollick. Only Diamond Select items I have are the TOS Phaser, Gold Handle, and Communicator. Hey, their props are amazing, actually. Sven says Picard is in 2104. Yes. Or 2401. Sorry. Yes. Grant McGregor, we've had stasis technology, just that humans are too big to make it work. It's an excellent Tom Scott video about microwaving hamsters humanely. That sounds amazing. Daniel Moulin, time travel playlist was awesome, but I think after watching all of them, I have ended on a predestination loop of still not understanding. The past is the future is the past. It all gives me a headache. I'm there with you. Ozzy says, when Khan met Kirk, Mr. Chekhov off that day. Yeah, he wasn't on bridge duty. He wasn't promoted to the bridge position yet. He was just out there taking a piss one day at the urinal, and Khan came up and took a piss beside him and recognized him from that. Botany Bay. Botany Bay. Oh no. We gotta get out of here. Bryce Burchett. I got an idea with Enterprise's Season 4 references to Colonel Green and how he wanted to kill off the sick and impure and those who were disabled and genetically dahi. Jeff W. I have a 56% English Northwestern European ethnicity. Well, you're just fancy, aren't you? Bryce says, ignore that stupid phone. I didn't ignore it. I read it. Vance, 1982. I'm really hoping that with Picard, that the Aegis become alpha canon. Always was interested in Gary 7 and his employers. Yes. I will not call them the Aegis until they refer to that on screen. That just sounds... It's just the ship from Bridge Crew at this point, so... Jared Wright. Maybe Bus Guy is a temporal focal point, and there are dozens of time travelers that inadvertently and unknowingly interact with him on a bus. Could be. Joe Torres, did you mention our discussion about the products that we've been waiting for over 4 years? Yes. I kind of started the video off with that. And I even have my Enterprise E here.
All hands, battle station.
From Diamond Select. I still got to get, this is apparently the Nemesis version. I need to get the First Contact one, the one we got for Samuel. I need to get that one myself. So if you see it, let me know. And ironically enough, Joe, like I said, he was the one I was talking to about this. And when I go down to Chicago, I'll be seeing Joe, and I'm going to take him his Enterprise D. He's got the Enterprise D that he bought from somebody here in London, which I picked up for him. And I'll take that down to him, and he'll actually have his Diamond Select Enterprise D after how many years? 2 years? Sven Kempman. Maybe Girardi will be the new Borg Queen. Could be. Even Sulu was off that day, too. I think Sulu was at command training in Starfleet Academy at the time. I don't know. Is Sulu in that episode? Is he in Space Seed? I don't know. I don't recall. Kit 10K throws in $20. Thank you so much, Kit. This may surprise you. I read that they thought about at the end of TNG episode First Duty to have Wesley feel so guilty over the events that he would commit suicide, but they went with Locarno resigning instead. That would have been a stupid ending. I'm going to have to kill my child in a moment. So please understand. And Joe's messaging me on Messenger behind the scenes. You should just put that in the regular chat, Joe, so I can have a conversation with you live so everybody can hear. Seta I Transmedia. I liked old ass Admiral Chekhov in Renegades. Hell yeah. Darth Keith, my favorite ship. Enterprise E, I assume. Hudzap. Anyone here ever play the time travel game? No. What's that? Kid 10K. Also, I have a Nemesis version of the Enterprise E. Joe says, that's a nice ship. Yeah, I might know a guy. Jeff W. The first contactee and the Enterprise. The first contactee and the Nemesis E Diamond Select are the same except for the paint job. Are they though? Because I'm pretty sure that one of them has the blue parts light up, which is not this one. So it's not the Nemesis version. It's the first contact one, I'm pretty sure. Other than that, yeah, the paint jobs are different. I know that for a fact.
Engage.
But this one, the blue doesn't light up, and it's really annoying me. It really annoys me. Ozzy Sulu wasn't in the Speed Seed episode. Speed Seed, that sounds like a great episode. I haven't seen that one yet. Duh, but check the pic, says Joe. Okay, let me check the pic, Joe. Let me ignore all of you fine folks that are here and actually paying me with super chats and your viewerships and your likes. I'm going to ignore you all for a minute while I go off onto a different app and look at something else. Looking at a pic of a conversation. If Diamond Select ever puts it out, Earth Asylum was ready to put it out way back then. Diamond Select Toys. I don't know how far along the AA ever got with it, the Art Asylum. I have never seen any production artwork, let alone sculpting. This is the closest it's been. Joe Torres, Diamond Select Toys. What's the story with this? It's been a hot minute since they had any updates. Okay. Oh, you're talking about this picture? This is from January 17th, 2018. Diamond Select prototype Reliant, apparently. Anyway, I will have to come back to you fine people now. Let's see. Donnie Pearson, I understand that Mystic Spenny responded to the design of the Enterprise D in Next Gen by creating his design of the Enterprise A. Should have looked like the end of Voyage Home. Yeah, well, fucking Mystic Spenny's a fucking psychopath and fucking totally insane. So we don't speak of Mr. Mystic Spenny here. Joe Torres found that post on Facebook of the Reliant and replied to Diamond Select. Yes, sir. That junk man, what is better, Insurrection or Nemesis? Definitely Nemesis. For multiple reasons. Donnie Pearson, Mystic Spenny's design of the Enterprise A, which I love so dearly, should have been the Enterprise F in Star Trek Online. No. Nothing that man ever designed should ever be considered anything close to being in anything officially Star Trek. Joe Torres, I'm not fazed by that. Not fazed by what? Phasers? Okay, quiet! Or I'm gonna come break your fucking legs. At the neck. With the bus. Jesus Christ. Thomas. Hey, Foley. Isn't the first contact one white with gray and the Nemesis one Aztec to high hell to gray on dark gray paint job? Yeah, I know there's differences in the paint schemes for sure. But I'm pretty sure Samuels has light up nacelles. Just saying. Bryce Burchett, Enterprise Season 4, said that after World War III, Colonel Green wanted to euthanize those genetically damaged from the radiation, so I got the inspiration. They were going to try to retcon that as the Eugenics Wars. Kit 10K throws in $5. My Nemesis Enterprise's warp nacelles do light up, but they're extremely dim. Yeah, these don't. I think there might have been an early production run that didn't light up, and then later ones did. Could be the case as well. So if anybody has one of the Enterprise E's from Diamond Select that has light up nacelles, let me know if you're interested in selling it, because I wouldn't mind getting it. Just saying. Just saying. The fact that the nacelles don't light up really pisses me off. Ozzy says Sulu wasn't in that episode when Kirk first met Khan, the original episode. Okay. Thomas, I don't know, man. I love Insurrection, but also love Nemesis. I love them too, for both for different reasons. But Nemesis has space battles and a really good space battle, and space battles will win every time. Insurrection has space battles too. No, they don't. They're fighting the fucking Sona. Ugly ass ships. At least the what the fuck is it called? The Scimitar is a beautiful looking ship, and you can fire while cloaked, and there's a cool nebula space battle with Denatra coming to the rescue, and you know, some really cool Romulan ships. It's a better space battle, trust me. Pulling the zipper of space with the isolinic weapon bullshit and using the manual flight stick of Insurrection. Not cool. Not cool. And the Sona ships are fucking hideous. So, yeah, Nemesis wins just because of that. That junk man, I hope he's not yelling at his wife. No, I never yell at my wife. I love my wife dearly. But my kid, my fucking annoying 18-year-old kid now, I guess he's 18 now. Yeah, he's 18. Who doesn't fucking shut the hell up and is too loud when he's in his room. I shouldn't hear him when he's in his room with the door closed and I have this door closed. I mean, we're on the same floor. Yeah. You know, we also bought you a super expensive microphone for your setup where you can put it like right in front of you. It's got an arm. So you should not be talking loud enough that I can fucking hear you. Especially when I'm downstairs. That's when I really get mad. But it's been like 4 times now I've had to tell him to be quiet tonight. Usually it's like 1 or 2 and he'll shut up. But not tonight. And he's trying my patience. Just saying. Jiminy H. Crickets, what the hell is happening? Vance, 1982. Walter Koenig was great as Chekhov, but he truly relished playing Alfred Bester in Babylon 5. Joe Torres said, I did say I knew a guy who has one that lights up. And he's willing to get rid of it, though, for a reasonable price. Yeah, I'm willing to sell it to you for $180. Oh, yeah, no. The answer is fucking no. These are not worth that much. As much as people want to push them for that much, even $100 for these is at that crest of being a little bit ridiculous. $80, yeah, you pretty much got yourself a deal. But also depends on the shape it's in, whether it comes with the box, shit like that. But still, anything more than 120 for one of these Diamond Select ships, and you're just fucking insane. Charme says, is there a demo mode that you have to turn off and get new cells to light up? Is there a demo mode you have to turn off to get the new cells to light up? No, this is, the demo mode's off. This is on full play. I need to get a screwdriver to open this, but yeah, it's not in demo mode right now. So I am getting mad. Quiet! Last time I'm telling you! And then it's quiet. It's amazing. you got a point there. The Nemesis battle is beautiful. My Nemesis E blue warp lights up. Well, I think, like I said, I think there were early ones that didn't, and I think I got one of the early ones, and damn it. But not my all good things Enterprise, but they all light up when the button is pressed down. Yeah, if you hold this button down, it just goes through all the sound effects and lights up the deflector, the impulse engines, the Bazaar collectors, the bridge, or like the lights on the section behind the bridge. But the nacelles, the blue warp coils, don't light up. Nemesis had the best space battle, showed the true power of the E. Kit 10K, despite all of the flaws in the TNG movies, have I still love all of them? I don't care if anyone has a problem with that. And also, I know you yelled at your wife. You did, man. Well, she's the Admiral after all, right? So. Kids, they always ruin the fun. Yep. Donnie says, oh wait, there's your answer, LOL. That makes a whole lot of sense in the universe. For what, Donnie? Joe Torres, maybe, or something in trade. Better than the 300 on eBay. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. People are like, oh, this is rare. People want this. It's not rare, first of all. They're fucking everywhere. You could probably find one at a flea market if you're lucky for $5. Like, that's the thing. Or a garage sale. Garage sale for $5 or $10. People don't know what they have. But when people start like, oh, well, there's lots of Star Trek fans. Star Trek, there's that new Picard show. Yeah, I'm going to sell this. I'm going to sell it for $500. It's like, no, you're not. You're going to get slapped in the fucking head in a second. That's ridiculous. Grant McGregor, also, Insurrection has special effects problems. Blue magic projection field that couldn't be fixed in post. I kind of want to tackle the blue screen with modern algorithms. Yep, there was a new visual effects company. That being said, I do like a lot of the effects in that movie. But, yes. Shannon Murphy, why is the lighting, electricity in TNG always blue? Or the lightning? It's cool looking, that's why. Bryce says, putting the Eugenics War post-World War III would have rewrote canon, of course. I know, but Enterprise changed canon a lot anyway. Colonel Green wanting to kill off anyone with a genetic disease is basically eugenics. Jeff W., it's probably just a crossed wire like my All Good Things Enterprise. Well, I don't even think I can take this apart. That's the problem. I wouldn't even know where to start. I'd be too afraid to fuck it up. Because I can see the screw for the battery cover. There's probably a screw under there when you take the batteries out. But I can't see any other screw holes or covers for the screws to pull it apart. God damn it. Now you got me thinking I need to pull it apart. And that's kind of like the last thing I want to do. That junk man, why is Wesley wearing a Starfleet uniform in Nemesis? There's a story behind that. He stopped hanging out with the Traveler, got reinstated into Starfleet, and that's why, because it was a formal dress uniform for the wedding. They wanted him there, and he's an ensign, I believe, in that scene. But yes, he stopped hanging out with the Traveler. That's why. Jeff W. Actually, there's a deleted scene that kind of talks about it. I believe there's also more references to it in the original script and the novel. So, yeah. Jeff W., I got my Nemesis and All Good Things at a yard sale for $75, so can't complain too much. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I would never pay $75 for 2 ships at a garage sale, personally. For 2 ships at a garage sale, I'd go up to $50 at the most. $25 each. At the most. So, that's me. Kit 10K, I have the Diamond Select Enterprise D from All Good Things and the normal Enterprise D, but it pisses me off that the neck of the normal Enterprise D does not have the painted windows. Doesn't it? I'll have to go take a look. Joe Torres, did you ever get the Nebula XL from Eagle Moss? Yes. I think I've done a review on it. Thomas says, Insurrection did The bad admiral fairly better than most, as it was generally good cause that would benefit the people of the Federation at a relatively small cost. Yes, the badmiral. Bryce says, yeah, officer, I was watching Trekyards live stream, and that is when the guy grabbed a phaser and shot his kid. I thought it was just a toy prop, but the guy has a real phaser. Luckily, it was set to stun. Now, I would never get violent, but I will disconnect his computer and his internet, and or change the password to the router or the Wi-Fi connection. That junk man, this guy knows everything about Star Trek. He probably knows who Eric's is and his rank. Lieutenant Eric's, yes, from Star Trek, the animated series. Yes. 3-armed. Yes. Lieutenant Eric's. Why is that difficult? Anyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Mofster says people are really going to town on Terry Matalis. Twitter over the Guinan not remembering Picard thing. Yeah, I know. L. Rodimus Flash. It's always a laugh seeing flea market vendors want big money for their worthless, overproduced Playmates figures. Yep. Absolutely. Jeff W. Maybe your 18-year-old is payback for the way you acted as a kid. Yes, for sure. Absolutely, 100%. I've had 3 other of them that have gave me gray hair as well. This is the last one. Hopefully I'm going to fuck out of the house soon. But yeah, my dad cursed me with that. May your children act just the same way you did. I forget exactly how he worded it though. But yeah, it's definitely a thing. Video awesome. I have a clear AMT Enterprise D that I painted and lighted. It was a lot of work, but it was worth it. Lighting models though was fun, difficult, but fun. That junk man. Oh, I had to Google that cartoon alien's name. I am not a nerd. Well, okay, maybe I am. Thomas says, I really don't understand how Terry is this bad. Like, it's just gone downhill since the first 2 episodes. I mean, yes, you could say that, I suppose, but anyhow. I'm kind of surprised myself, honestly, so I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's done. It is what it is. If there's more explanations in the next few episodes, cool. We'll talk about them then. But until then, fuck it. Done. Whatever they say, time travel is exactly the way they say it because they understand how it works, apparently. Even though they contradict themselves in their fucking very same episode. So, fuck them. At least it's entertaining. At least it's not a bad story with bad canon and bad understanding of the lore. At least it's good understanding of the lore, more or less. Kind of following canon and good storytelling. So, can't complain, honestly. Jeff W. So I turned on that Tim Russ Journey to the Center of the Earth TV movie. Didn't remember how bad it was. Didn't know there was a Tim Russ Journey to the Center of the Earth movie. TV movie. Nigel Smith is laughing. I don't know what he's laughing at, but thank you, Nigel. Vance, 1982. I have a feeling we won't see a servo in Picard. I have a feeling that BBC would sue because it's too similar to a sonic screwdriver. Oh yes, the servo, the Gary 7 pen. 2 little prongs. Chink. Yeah. We better fucking see a servo. We better see a Beta 5 as well, which is the computer, by the way. It's a little green cube on the desk. The snobbery of the Beta 5. I don't need any Beta 5 snobbery today. Yeah, great. No, we better see a servo. Now you said that, that has me concerned. It's not well, I was gonna say it's not at all like a sonic screwdriver, but it is. It's very similar to the layman, to the moron on the street who sees it and goes, "That looks exactly like the doctor's screwdriver." So yeah, yeah, lowest common denominator. Steve Martigani, knowing the lore and understanding it are two different things, sadly, and you're absolutely right. But they have enough of a good team. They got Doug Drexler back. They got Mike Akuda back. Dave Blass knows what the hell he's talking about generally. So I don't understand the problems. Unless it's all explained later and it makes sense. And I say, oh, okay, well, we were wrong. They actually had it understood. They worked it out. They have an explanation for it. Moving on now would be awesome. I don't really have faith that that's going to occur. But at the same time, I kind of do because of the changes that were made in Season 2 already. So keep up the good work until you prove yourselves are idiots, I guess. Just Roberto, Tim Russ in real life is just like the Detmer actress, right? Yep, not a huge fan of Tim Russ. He's very, very curt, very off-putting, not friendly at all. I love Tuvok as a character. Tim Russ as a person I don't like. He did a little clip for us at one point, and he filmed it, and he's like, when it was over and turned off the camera, like, he just made me waste my time. Fuck you guys. Like, fuck you. Also met him in Vegas, and even Sylvia met him separately from me in Vegas, same year. But just very, he doesn't seem to embrace his Star Trekness or his fans at all, and he's, I don't know, he just seems like an asshole. Sad to say, because I love Tuvok as a character. The Vulcan Science Directorate has determined that time travel is impossible. They have, multiple times. Bryce says, I got my Playmates JJ prize from the stone clerk at a space-themed head shop for like $10. It was sitting behind the counter. It was missing the base stand, but I found it fit on another Star Trek ship stand. Yes, sir. Jeff W. Did that premiere for the sonic screwdriver or after the sonic from Doctor Who? It premiered before. There you go. Vance, 1982. Personally, I prefer the servo to the sonic screwdriver. It's more flexible. Shannon Murphy says the time travel is possible. Kid 10K, the Trekyards STO fleet you've talked about is on the PlayStation version of the game, right? Nope. Fuck PlayStation. I'm a PlayStation guy. I love PlayStation. But when it comes to that game, STO, well, the console game, we can't connect it to the PC game. Really? You can't? Because you can cross-platform a lot of other fucking games. I would have been playing that on the PlayStation 4 when it first came out, except for one thing. You can't migrate your character or your account from your PC to the fucking console. So I'm not going through being an ensign, fucking flying around in the goddamn Miranda class again, doing those stupid fucking missions again. No, I want to transfer my admiral over with all my ships, all my crews, all the shit that I've earned. I don't want to have to rebuild another character from scratch on the console. So no, Team Trekyards does not exist on the console. Sorry, it's only PC. Nigel Smith was laughing about how you just gave up on how they did time travel in Picard. Show even when they contradict themselves in the same episode. I just gave up. LOL, I feel your pain. Yep, done talking about it. So many people in that first live reaction video were like, oh, well, why didn't Guinan remember from Time Zero? And then 2 seconds later, why didn't they see Data? Why didn't they go find Data's head? Why did Time Zero never happen? Then 10 minutes later, why didn't Guinan recognize Picard from Time Zero? It's like, for fuck's sakes, it's already been talked about 50 million times. Shut up. Yeah. Thomas, I feel like they brought back Mike and Doug to rubber stamp their kind of garbage work. Sadly, Doug and Mike seem very in pocket to protect the kind of work as long as they are paid. I disagree. The Elcars and ship designs definitely show the inspiration from Michael Denise and Doug. I feel like I want to say something here, but this is a public forum. Michael Okuda is awesome, and he definitely likes to focus on how things work, including registry numbers, things like that. Like, he's very focused. If something doesn't make sense, he'll explain why it doesn't make sense, but he likes to keep everything in line. That's all I'm going to say about the people I just talked about. There's been some changes in a few people that I don't know how I feel about it. So that's all I'm going to say. Shannon Murphy, did he at least treat Sylvia better? Did who treat Sylvia better? And which Sylvia? I'm so confused, Shannon. Bryce says, did the future cop character on Continuum have some bit of future kit called a multi-tool that sort of had the same sonic screwdriver type features? I only saw a few episodes. I have no idea. I didn't watch Continuum. Video Awesome says, I honestly feel that Picard is a lure for Star Trek fans to subscribe to Paramount Plus. I mean, yeah, but they've paid off so far, in my opinion. Hold on a second. I don't know how much of that you heard, but I'm curious to find out. Shannon Murphy says, I finally got to the Borg missions way back when I was a captain. The Angels tread one. When as a captain, the Angels tread one. They assimilated me and I was attacking my away team. They assimilated me and I was attacking my away team. I was freaked the hell out. All right, moving on. Daniel says, well, Picard is nice, but Lower Decks, being able to watch all other Star Trek is my lure. Thomas says, Mike and Doug have always been holy gatekeepers of Trek, but more recently they just seem to intend to defend stuff that clearly makes no sense. It's a weird about face for them. It's a weird about face for at least one of them, yes. Very awesome. I was intensely upset by Guinan and Thing at first, but I now have given up on Picard, so I don't really care. Shannon Murphy, Tim Russ, did he treat the Admiral better? No, he was very curt and short with her as well. She was paying to get an autograph from him, and he would not talk to her. It was a, grab it, sign it, here, next. It's like, no, it's not, fuck you. That's not how that works. Joseph Barbato, uh-oh, I hope you're not hinting at changes in Doug, because I always thought he was awesome, and a stickler for Kenan. Yeah, I thought so too. But I've had conversations with him recently, just asking innocent questions, and he gets very defensive about things because he's back on track. So, of course, it has to be perfect. It is perfect. He even shared the video or the article about Terry saying, Terry knows where it's at. He's done his research. I'm proud of you, Terry. It's like, okay. Like I said, if it makes sense later in the season, like if they explain exactly why things are the way they're working, I'll be fine with it. But if they don't, then they done fucked up. They done fucked up their own canon, their own explanation, their own, just for an in-joke, a gag of a punk on a bus. Because of that one little thing you wanted to add, you're willing to compromise your time travel logic and contradict, more importantly, contradict your time travel logic. Shannon says, when they killed off each other for no reason, I dropped Picard like a sack of bricks. Daniel says, Banhammer. With him? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Vance, 1982. As for PlayStation STO, I think it may be on Sony's side, although there can be hit and miss on what they allow to crossplay with PC. They're very inconsistent, and devs are hesitant to go through the paperwork. Well, they better fucking smarten up. That's no fucking excuse. Sony's like, oh, I don't want to do it. Well, fuck you, Sony. Welcome to the world of fucking people having consoles and PC and want to do crossplay. Cross-platform. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? We don't want to do it. Well, that's fucking great. Then don't fucking put it on the console then. Don't be assholes. So when is your son's funeral? A Sea Scout guy. Poor Christian. You know, I have never once heard him in the background on the live stream. Oh, you don't, but I do. And not just on live streams. Sometimes every night. Sometimes when I'm downstairs watching TV. So not only am I far removed from him with the TV on at a reasonable volume that I can hear, and he is upstairs with his door closed with the microphone right in front of his face, and yet I can still hear him over the TV on another floor of my house. Sometimes even 2 floors down. It's a little much, and it grates on me, because it's not just, he tasks me. He tasks me, and I shall have him. I'll chase him round the moons of Nebia. Centaurus maelstrom, and round perdition's flames before I give him up. Anyway. Shannon Murphy, I wasn't paying attention. Okay. Bryce says, I've always thought that the servo and the sonic were similar too, but hopefully the servo isn't essentially a magic wand like the sonic has become. Setting 1759 turn. Bryce says, my fracking phone just decides to hit send whenever it wants to. Well, that's a problem. Shannon Murphy says, dang. Probably about Tim Russ. And yeah. Video awesome. The Picard people need to hire you as continuity expert. Well, not just me, but even not an expert. Not even hire me. Just consult. So we want to do this. Is this a problem? Could be. Do this little change. Run this by Samuel next. See what he says. Yeah, that would be great. That's too bad to hear about Doug. Thomas says, Foley, you know no explanation is coming. Trek in general is compromised and likely will be till 2026. Shannon says, Sony is iffy about a lot of things. Only a couple of years ago did they finally start allowing people to change their PSN names. That's true. That's true. Bryce says, Doctor Who Sonic is now a tricorder magic wand. If the plot needs something impossible done, the Sonic does it. Setting 1759 changes a Sony Walkman into device that can disable a Dalek battleship. Because of course it does. Just make your Sony Walkman out of wood. Then the fucking sonic screwdriver. See, I know something about it. Sonic screwdriver can't affect wood. Just getting old does that. Nigel Smith, that was good. What was good? You sound like you need some noise-canceling headphones. No, I should not need to have noise-canceling headphones in my own house. He should have noise-canceling headphones and a fucking microphone that doesn't need to be yelled into. Guess what? He got one because we got him an expensive one. It's in front of his mouth. How hard is it to say? Yeah, turn left. Go here. Okay, go over there. Instead of, turn left. Go over here. Oh my God, don't go in there. Fuck you. It's like, fucking little bastard. Anyway, I don't need noise-canceling headphones in my own house. He needs to shut the fuck up in my own house. That's what needs to happen. Facts. Yet a Sonic doesn't do what it doesn't. Thomas, in an alternate timeline affected by a divergence in 2024, Foley's kid is quiet. That'd be nice. Hopefully by 2024 I'll be out of the house, honestly. It's 2 more years. Gastro 1980, have you ever seen the 4K trailer for Star Trek TMP? What do you think? Looks great. It looks fucking fantastic. The Enterprise, oh my God, I cannot wait to see this thing in 4K. So, Bryce says, I know, I was just thinking that. Dreamer out there, people complain about current Who, but I've seen all old Who, and if they think it's bad now, they should have seen Doctors 5 through 7 on the old shows, and they'll see bad. Good T Nice House says, amen, my 12-year-old is the same way. I can understand it from a 12-year-old. But even then, when these kids were 12, many times it was yelled up the stairs, be quiet, or shut up. And the answer was always, sorry. And my response, every time, was don't be sorry, be quiet. Common fucking sense. Do the thing that I've been asking you to do multiple times, multiple days, multiple years. Learn from the past and shut the fuck up. Bryce says, Captain Foley on parenting. I'm too old for this shit. Yes, absolutely. Video awesome. Okay, I didn't realize it was that bad. Kit 10K throws in $5. Thank you very much, Kit. I'm almost done this beer, but I have another one just in case I need to go longer for this live. Just saying. Joseph says, sounds like he needs to move out. Yep, he's 18. Going to be moving out in the next few years. Get the fuck out of my house. The other ones all did. They're all in good places right now, so. Shannon Murphy, that's how I feel about my college dorm situation right now. I shouldn't have to wear headphones when I hear their shitty auto-tune rap music upstairs. Let me blast the wall back at them. No, that music is art. The answer, still, is sorely apparent. Bryce says, Foley 2024. Yeah, my last kid finally left the house. Foley 2024. 1 hour later, cries, my last kid finally left the house. No, I will not be sad. Took me a second. I'm like, what? Did I have another baby? Is that what's crying? No, okay, yeah. Shem Dannenberg, Captain, my captain, how's it going? It's going well, Shem. Good to see you. Bryce says, Foley. Bryce. I mean, Burchett. Thomas, learn from the past. A Brandon Braga memoir on Alex Kurtzman's Trek. Video awesome. Is it weird that Star Trek the motion picture in 4K 1979 and Star Trek Picard is only in 1080p 2022? Not really weird, no. Kit 10K, I hear Empress Pug snoring. Yes, you do. He's snoring, Puggins. He's just so cute. He's snoring. Dreamer out there, but it's the 2020s, Cap. Kids stay till their 40s these days, don't you know? No, I don't. I don't give a fuck what the economy's like. You get your fucking ass a job and you get the fuck out of my house. You need to live your own life and live your own mistakes. Make your own mistakes. Learn from them. I've given you all I can give. I've taught you every lesson you need to be better than me. Go fucking do it. Get out of my house. Bryce says, I have a crack in my screen. Maybe that is the issue. Could be. Joseph says, speaking of Brandon Braga, excited for the Orville? Yes. Or, no, that wasn't a question. He's saying he's excited for the Orville, as am I. Briscoe Rob? Noise canceling, eating earbuds are the answer. Really? See, I don't mind the snoring because it's a pug. Fuck's sakes. Shannon Murphy, my mom just recently told me that she cried when she came across my t-shirts in the laundry the night after I first went to college. Means the world to me. She's a great mom. That's awesome. Oh, has it quieted down? Kind of. She's dreaming too. She's twitching. Let's see if I can show you guys. The adventures of the snoring puggins. So now the twitching's effectively stopped, and so is the snoring. Are you awake now? Precious. Precious. You're on the internet. People are hearing you snoring up a storm. Look at these wrinkles. Young, old. Young, old. Hey, you need to move. Hey, wake up, wake up. There you go. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. Wow. What a lazy lump. Let's see. Oh, see, there's the Diamond Select Enterprise C, by the way. Right there. That's the San Diego Comic-Con Gold exclusive limited edition one. But anyway, back to me, because it's just the way it is. Shannon Murphy, Puggle is providing white noise to help you out. Yes, she probably is. Joe Torres, get that puppy a CPAP. I got a CPAP, and I never fucking use it. I can't stand the goddamn thing. Madman 22, my daddy always said never mess with time travel. Bika Valentine. Who's Bika Valentine? Shannon Murphy. Aww. Kit 10K, with the dog snoring, I have tears in my eyes. I was laughing so hard, lol. Well, that's good. I'm glad I can entertain you guys. Pug, you deserve a raise for entertaining the troops. Nigel Smith, plus the pup. Cool and hilarious when snoring. Broken Speaker, which order should we watch the time travel study episodes in? Doesn't matter. Just watch the intro first and then watch any of them. There's no order. Time is irrelevant. Order is irrelevant. Just watch them. Shannon says, I went home to visit this afternoon and played with my golden retriever in the yard. Mine, because she picked me up as her favorite person. Tuckered her out, and she has a smile on her face as she napped. Aww. It's a line from Andromeda. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Shem says, anyone playing Star Trek Adventures here? I'm not. Madman 22, during a way better time travel episode. We should have started each one with that last time on a way better time travel episode and then gone into the discussion. I don't even remember what was said. I was like I said, I just woke up. I was half asleep for half of it. I was like, what did you just say? Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah. So they did this thing, and I reiterate kind of what he said. It's like, sometimes I had something good to say, but most of the time I was like, yeah, everything you just said is right. I wish it would have been more coherent at the time, but hey. Shannon Murphy, I played Timelines for a time, but the community was toxic and the game was too addictive. The game was alright. Timelines, I got a few cool ships. I like to fly my ships around and circle the camera around my ships. That's about all I do in Star Trek Online, too. Vance says, I was rereading Dark Mirror recently, and I was surprised how similar the version of the Mirror universe is similar to the Confederation, despite having agonizers and agony booths. Time, burn fire, in which we the is. LOL, not right now, LOL. Video awesome. Wow, I have Dark Mirror on my bookshelf as well. Do you? You're so fancy. Dark Mirror. Or do you mean Into the Mirror Darkly? I don't know. I've got a lot of books on my shelves as well, as you can see. That's right. Many a book. Book. I like to say the word book. Book. I sound like a chicken. Book. More like a frog. that frogs... Did you know that frogs like to read books? Book. It's a book. Frogs. Do you know how I know that they read books? Because every time I show a book to a frog, it says, read it, read it, read it. That's right. Those fucking frogs. Reading all my books. I don't know where that came from, and I apologize. In my opinion, the Confederation is the beta version of the mirror universe that can't hold a candle to what it's ripping off. Just a mere loyalist, nothing to see. I have the hardcover of Dark Mirror. My collection of unread books grows. Yes, I have a large collection of unread books. Bryce says, but Foley, when your kids are gone, who's going to spoon feed you blended food and change your diapers? And no, I don't say diapers. That's how Scotty says it in Relics. It's diapers, but diapers. When you are really old and incontinent, which, if you are about the same age as me, is probably in about 6 months. Well, that's what you guys are for. I'm going to hire one of you, or multiple of you, have a different one of you every day here, taking care of me in my old age, so I can continue to do lives and hang out with you guys. You guys are the key. It's true. Hold on just one second. I noticed a book that's kind of out of place. So give me a moment here. God damn it. And it's dusty on top of it all. Hold on, let me just run that finger along there. And look at the dust. Fucking bookcase dust. Ah, my dead skin flakes. Hate that so much. Kit 10K says, when I went to meet Jack when he was a 2-week-old puppy, I was trying to decide on which one I had to get, as he was a litter of 6. When I sat down, he crawled over to me, and I was like, this is my dog. Shem Dannenberg. Mine too. Chris Valdez. Glad I got on just in time to see Sean Connor. I don't know if that was Sean Connor. I don't know what the fuck that was, but... Shannon Murphy says, not nearly as bad as my unbuilt collection of scale models. Hey, I've got one of those too. Area 51, not it. That's funny, Area 51. Matt Deckard, anyone know what Trekyards is doing these days? I don't, actually. Donnie says that is one kick butt t-shirt cap. Oh, yeah, my captain. Yeah, I guess you guys saw it then. Well, see? I'll just show you guys there. Stuart Foley. Captain. Starfleet. Simple, to the point. Shannon Murphy. Not it, but if conquest of the universe means taking care of you, then sure. I'll see if I can promise you that, Shannon. I'm not 100% sure, but thank you for your compliance? I don't know. Vance, 1982. I think my favorite Q story was the time that Q made the really stupid decision to give Loxana Troy Q powers. She beat the stuffing out of Q when she realized he tricked her. Bryce says, well, now we know what the shirt says. Yes. Video awesome. I do not have many books, though. It's not like I have a study or library. I get your point, though. LOL. Area 51. I figured your diaper changing words would have been Samuel's job. Oh, fuck no. Ew. Price says, I don't know. I think she has some health issues, MS or something. But anyways, she hated her stint on Star Trek. I guess she hates sci-fi. She was happy it didn't go. 2 series. Really? That's shitty. Matt Decker, did you ever get the 350 scale Oberth model they released? I did not. I would love to get it though. I've seen it built. And it's a little bit smaller than this. And it's when it's beside a 350 scale TOS Enterprise, it's quite enlightening how big or how small, Grissom, the Oberth class really is. Nigel says it would be funny if after Picard, the Friends fix the timeline and they're all returned to where they were in the original timeline a second before the ship blows up. Good tea, nice house. The writer said Picard was going to explore love this season. So far, with episodes 1 through 4 being so good, I'm not sure if that aspect will ruin season 4 pacing. Well, I don't think it will. I think they're already into it with Laris and shit, so. Shem says, I am currently becoming more and more frustrated with the available scales for models. All I want is a fleet of canon ships that look great and match the canon scale within reason. Shannon Murphy says, oh my lord, I guess saying auto-tune is a curse word because I hear damned auto-tune shit. I'm sorry, Shannon. You can go yell at them and threaten to cut off their internet. That might work. I haven't heard a fucking peep out of him since. Shannon says, time to test my new Bose noise-canceling headphones. Well, there you go. Well, guys, $89 likes. Can we get another 11 likes to get to 100? Probably going to wrap it up soon. Super chats have been super light tonight. I even brought up 2 beers tonight, and I'm still not finished one. I have a full one right here, because usually I'm like running out of beer, and the super chats are still flowing, but oh well, fine. I see. I get it. I know what it's like. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's all. But yeah, no, I just figured I'd come on and do a live and hang out with you guys and talk a little bit about Diamond Select, some of the issues, and whatever else. So this is where we ended up. It is what it is. Anyway, Bryce says, Foley, you did not know that. Terry Garr really, really, really hated being on Star Trek. I don't know if something happened to her on set. Somebody did or said something to her, but yeah, she hated it. Yeah, fucking Gene Roddenberry probably tried to pull a Gene Roddenberry on her. The only reason they hired a lot of the female guest stars was because it was Gene's thing. He was a ladies' man, essentially. So, give Foley more money. Yes, please, I need money. Matt Deckard, now we need Picard to run into Dr. Gillian Taylor, drunk at a bar, lamenting about stolen whales. E.R. Mixon's craziest theories. What is the best example of time travel in Trek? That's an unanswerable question. There's been so many instances of it, and they're all amazing. I love time travel stories. I love alternate reality stories. I can't pick a favorite. It's literally impossible. No, I'm not even going to try. I just refuse. Kit 10K throws in $20, which is actually a pretty good number, about $5 away from a really good number, but that was close. Thank you, Kit. Much appreciated. And he says, would you rather Picard end up with Laris or Beverly? I myself really like Laris, but would rather see him with Beverly. Well, I think he's already been with Beverly. I think that ship has sailed, which we need to hear an answer to. We need to find out what happened. I'm perfectly happy with him ending up with Laris. I think that's fantastic. Him ending up with a Romulan. The Romulans were the biggest pain in his ass in TNG. Well, not the biggest. I mean, the Borg became the biggest, but the Romulans were always a pain in his ass. So that'd be kind of funny. Shannon says, I love hanging out in these streams. It's chill here. It is. Thank you. Video awesome. Theory alert. Picard mistake was not having children. A future descendant of Picard may save humanity in the future. Yeah, I would be totally down with that. I mean, a big point was made of that in Generations, that he thought the Picard name would endure, you know? Robert, his brother Robert, had Rene to carry on the Picard name. He didn't feel he had to. And now he feels like his time is running out. So, yeah, I could definitely see that being a thing. It'd be pretty sad when a lineage like that just ends. Because they talk about all the famous Picards at Trafalgar and all this shit over the years. And it's to be the last one, another great one, but you just didn't carry on your lineage because, not because you got killed young or something, but because you were just too much of an asshole and too scared of feelings and being hurt to actually have a kid with somebody. Sad, really. Bryce says, that was my thought too. Jean maybe came into her, but I wasn't gonna say it. Please tell me that you meant Jane maybe came onto her. Because the whole Jean maybe came into her. It's a little graphic. I saw a shirt today for sale. Well, I saw a couple walking with a shirt, with two t-shirts on. They're each wearing t-shirts. And one said, I come in peace. And the other one said, and I'm peace. And it was funny. And I laughed and laughed and laughed. And laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed some more. And I continued to laugh. And now I'm here. Okay, let's see. Shannon Murphy. Oof, it's painful to remember that the Picard line ends with him. So sad. Nigel Smith. I like the time travel episode in DS9 where they went back in time to the OST Enterprise. Well, Trials and Tribulations was a great one, yes. Shannon Murphy. I probably intend to have kids. They'll be Daniel Boone's great grandnieces and grandnephews. You're related to Daniel Boone? That's cool. E.R. Mixon's craziest theories. It would be nice if they married Beverly like in All Good Things timeline, and like that timeline, it didn't work out. Vance says, well, in beta canon, he and Beverly have a son. Well, that's beta canon, though. Mike says, not being able to choose is all part of being a science fiction nerd. I know I am. Matt Deckard. So I am guessing Chateau Picard just chopped a few decades off winemaking as the grapes wilted next to a messed up house. Apparently, yeah. Shannon says, wait, Foley, history major here. By Trafalgar, the Battle of Trafalgar? Picard was there? On the losing side, though? Yeah. They say it in Generations. The Picard that fought at Trafalgar and whatever. Video awesome. I'm 99% sure that Picard is not the last Picard. Dun, dun, dun. Area 51. Picard bet his whole family's future on his little nephew. Never trust such a thing to a single point of failure. Bryce says, oh gods, on to. My phone has a dirty mind. Yeah, keep blaming the phone, Bryce. I see how it is. Ooh, those t-shirts. Cringe. Shem Dannenberg. Didn't Picard and Beverly have a kid in the Destiny books? Probably, but that's books, you know, so. Video awesome. Wow, I'm related to Daniel Boone as well, I believe. There we go. We got a family reunion here on the live stream. Shannon Murphy. Yes, I'm Daniel Boone's great grandniece. I'm descendant from his sister, Sarah Boone. That's amazing. E.R. Mixon's craziest theories. I'll say that it is pretty weird that only the black captains get to have meaningful romances and all others suck at relationships. That was to show a positive, and this is true, it's not just me saying this, but that was to show a positive black role model, a good father figure, and that's why Avery Brooks decided to do that, because it showed a good father figure. You know, it was good for just to represent that from a black man on television, which I think is silly because there's a lot of great good role models for black father figures and whatever. But then, guess what? 7 years, 7 seasons of all great parenting. And then he's got a wife who's pregnant, a son who is at an age where getting out of the house, but, you know, is going to need his dad at some point. Even forfeited his entire life to save his father. And he does the equivalent of going to the corner store to get a pack of cigarettes and never coming back. It really undid the whole reason for the character's existence. And it's sad that that was how it came across, but Grant McGregor, I can see 30th century time agents looking at all of this and saying, it's a bootstrap paradox. Shit will fix itself out. Perfect. Let's just explain that to us. Kit 10K throws in $20. Wow. Thanks, Kit. I always loved it in TNG when he dealt with and beat the Romulans. He never had to fire a shot, even when they fired on him. And no, I'm not counting in the one in Where Silence Has Lease. Also, that ship wasn't real. Oh, yeah, you threw in another super chat, which means I have to open another beer. The horror. But thank you, kid. All right. Shannon Murphy. They have done for me at last. They have done for me at last, Hardy. Thank God I have done my duty. Okay. Matt Deckard. If Q is powerless and I were a Tholian, I'd want to ensure him. I say what? What? Shannon Murphy says, and since Sarah and Daniel Boone's father was Squire Boone, I have some Quakers way up there in my family tree. Impressive. Most impressive. Matt Deckard, Star Trek needed a father. Tech Stickle. Theory. When they return to the present, Picard and Laris will marry and adopt Elnor. Elnor Picard. Yeah. Shem says, any man can be a good role model as a father for anyone. Just saying. Oh, I totally agree with you. But listen to Avery Brooks. He wanted to represent a good black father figure on television. That's why he enjoyed this role. And the relationship that he had with Jake, there was a very touching father-son relationship all through DS9. And then with a wife pregnant and... Oh, I'm just going to go fucking hang out with the prophets now. I can be back literally anytime. I could be back like literally 5 months ago. Or 5 months from now. But you'll not know. I'm going to go get some cigarettes. I'll see you. Peace out. It's kind of sad, though. Really. E.R. Mixon's craziest theories. I think that's why Brooks insisted on them putting in a line about him coming back soon. I chose to believe that he did. Oh, he did. He was not happy with the direction that took, and he did want that included. Yes, absolutely. Generations. Ugh. How does someone die in a stupid thing like a house fire in the 24th century with all their technology? Also didn't buy how Kestra could drown on a UFP world with all their medical tech. Bryce, you got to remember, though, Robert, who was at the estate and liked, who was at the estate and liked the simple life, didn't like fancy things like replicators. They have fights about using replicators. They didn't have modern, conveniences necessarily around the estate. It could have been a little outbuilding. It could have been something like that burned down, that necessarily, even if he was into modern tech and advancements like that, might not have included those. Lots of explanations. I have no problem with them being burned alive in a fire. It happens. So. All right. Video awesome. Thinking of the Voyager episode Real Life, is your family more like the Doctor's version or Taurus's version? More like the Doctor's version. The Taurus's version was fucking horrible. Yeah, my family's not anywhere near bad like that. What the fuck? Mike says, I have some cranes in my family tree. Matt says, it's either Cosby or Cisco. Choose one. Cisco. Well, that's not how you spell Cisco. That's how you spell Cisco systems, like Cisco routers and stuff like that. But it's not how you spell Benjamin Cisco. Just saying that. And Cosby was a great dad. I don't care what anybody says. Fuck everyone. I think The Cosby Show is fantastic. I grew up watching it. I love that show. Love Dr. Huxtable. Love Claire Huxtable. More ways than one. And I know Bill Cosby's a shit human being. Doesn't take away from his work on that show, in my opinion. I can separate the man from the art. And I really enjoy The Cosby Show still. And it's a shame that it's now got a sullied reputation because of that. Matt Deckard, Ben Kenobi's pop went out to get death sticks. Colt Johnson, hey Captain, I appreciate what you do. Thank you. Well, thank you, Colt. I appreciate being told that you appreciate what I do, so thank you very much. Kit 10K throws in $10. Speaking of family history, I am a descendant of a man named Sumner Kimball. He formed the United States Life-Saving Service that would eventually become the United States Coast Guard. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Kit. All right, Shannon has something interesting. Here's another interesting thing. Squire Boone, my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather's wife was Sarah Morgan. Her brother, James Morgan, had a son named Daniel Morgan. And Matt Decker, John Luke beams the grapes off the vines. I find that problematic. It's less traumatic to the grape, I would say, honestly. So I don't find it problematic at all. Shannon Murphy, yes, that Daniel Morgan, the Revolutionary War general who chased Tellerton out of cow pens. I have no fucking clue who that is, so that was very underwhelming for me, Shannon. But it is that Daniel Morgan. Interesting. Jeff W. Picard Season 1 dealt with his present, Season 2 with his past, and so Season 3 will be Picard's future. Totally, absolutely, 100% agree with you. Yes. E.R. Mixon's craziest theories. It's also pretty weird that all three of the Black Captain's relationships end up with one partner being arrested at some point. All three of the Black Captain's relationships. So we got Cisco with Jennifer. Yes, she did get arrested. We got Burnham with Book. Yes, he's done a bad thing. The captain of the Saratoga from Star Trek 4? I didn't know her. Who's the other Black Admiral or Captain? What? Okay, I'm missing one, apparently. So fill me in. Chris Valdez. Yes. Once they are transported, they may as well be replicated. Not true. That's not how transporters work. Area 51. Better if Cisco went to Bajor, took care of Dukat, and went to the Celestial Temple like in episode, but with a change. The prophets tell him he has completed his task and his life is his own now. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Absolutely agree. Go look up Daniel Morgan then. I'll do that right after this. Captain Freeman from Lower Decks. Okay, when was Captain Freeman's husband, Admiral Freeman, arrested? I don't recall this. Shem, Cassidy Yates was arrested as well. That's what I meant. I meant Cassidy. I didn't mean Jennifer. Jennifer was his original wife. She wasn't arrested. I meant Cassidy Yates. You're absolutely right. ER Mixon Trizia series. Freeman got arrested at the end of Lower Decks previous season. Admiral Freeman got arrested? What for? I don't remember that. Ninja Chris 77. I think the third captain in Lower Decks. Ah, yes. She was arrested in the cliffhanger. Well, she was arrested, but her partner wasn't. I think that's what the original thing was talking about. But okay, I'll give you that one, sure. Jeff W. This is a question for everyone here. Would it be okay if Cisco came back if he looks like someone else? No, fuck no. They already did it with Guinan. That was fucking awful. No. Area 51. Well, as long as you're done doing family trees, I'm Henry VIII. I am. Mr. Captain 93. What are the odds that the storyline of Picard goes into the third season? It won't go into third season. The third season will be something on its own. I promise you. Bryce Burchett. I was just mad they killed Renee. Regarding Kestra, I just imagine that on Federation Homeworld, with all their technology, there are safe measures in parks and such. AI lifeguards, emergency transporters. And Donnie Pearson says, I'm looking forward to season 3 of Lord X. As am I. I'm also looking forward to season 3 of Picard. We've heard good things. So, hell yeah. Joseph Barbato. Oh, okay. I didn't know where we were trying to go with the whole captain arrested thingy. I wasn't either. I was just trying to... Yeah. Matt Deckard. Penny Johnson Gerald. First she loses Cisco, then Yaphet. The lady can't catch a break. It's true. And that's not how you spell Cisco, Matt. For the love of Christ, figure it out. It's Cisco with an S. S-I-S-K-O. Not Cisco as in Cisco Systems. Jesus, that's annoying. Shannon Murphy. I don't know why they picked a different actress for Guinan. I would have just brought Whoopi in and de-aged her with CGI, like they did for Robert De Niro in The Irishman. People would complain about it. It would be super expensive for the amount of time she was on screen. That's why. So, plus, if they're planning on using her again for even longer, like, it was a bad move. It was a bad call, Ripley. It's a bad call. E.R. Mixon says, if he's in his 20s or something, sure, it'd be fine with some other actor playing Cisco. Maybe we'd get to see him with Curzon. No, please don't. Shem says, figure it out. Figure what out, Shem? Joseph says, at least he's not saying Cisco like the food company. No, well, that'd be closer and better in my opinion. Jeff W. Wasn't Whoopi also sick too? Souring filming or during filming? I don't know, probably. Area 51, Cisco. And Cisco was his name. S-I-S-K-O, 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 and Cisco was his name. Oh. Mike Sherris says, I was just copied the dude above my Cisco comment. And no problem. It's Matt that started it, and Matt should know better. Matt's smarter than that. I don't know why he doesn't. It's just, it's a pet peeve. I'm sorry. I am a bit of a grammar police guy. I don't want to say the other grammar word because nobody likes that word. But it really bothers me. It really messes with my dyslexia as well, so it doesn't help a lot of the time. So I just like to correct people. But it makes people mad. Well, whatever. Like, you made a mistake. I'm trying to fix it. There you go. There's your memory device. Grab a puppers and yell it out. Cisco. Has anyone checked if Rene Picard was mentioned in a TNG episode where he helps Native Americans? I can't recall the episode title. I don't think Rene was mentioned, no. Are you talking about Crisco? Yes, Crisco. Video awesome. Beautiful song. 10K. Captain Cisco did say he had a brother. I wouldn't mind seeing his brother appear in Star Trek. Area 51. Well, I think I fixed the Cisco spelling problem. I hope so. Kabuto Fish. Wait. Wasn't Cisco O'Brien's wife? That was Keiko. That was Keiko. I can't stand her. Fuck, I hate her. Joseph Barbato, I wonder if Matt was doing it because he knows it grinds your gears. Probably knowing Matt, yeah. Shannon Murphy, I'm a bit of a grammar Nazi too, so you're not alone. Good. And there I said it. I said the word. Are you happy now? Benjamin Cisco. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Thank you. For the love of God. Thank you. Shannon Murphy, I see it like this. I'm helping people by 1, saving them embarrassment, and 2, helping to improve their grammar skills. Yep. They don't get embarrassed by it because they don't fucking care. I've heard people get so uppity about correcting them. But I myself was bad at one point with that. Very bad. I didn't do very well in English in high school. And one day I said something stupid, or I wrote something and it was the wrong there, you know, there, and there. It was the wrong one. And my brother, my oldest brother, was like, okay, seriously, that's stupid. This is how theirs work. And he wrote out there, and there. They are over there and it's theirs. And it fucking, everything aligned, locked into my brain. And I'm like, holy shit, that makes so much sense. They are. If you can use they are instead of there in the sentence, that's how you spell it. Over there with the E at the end. Don't know how that makes sense. Anyway, it all locked in. And ever since that one moment, which annoyed me because my brother always did it to me, he always corrected my grammar. But he did it for a reason, and I'm glad he did, because as of that moment, my spelling increased, my punctuation got much better, everything got better, and I just understood it better. And so when I see people misuse there, it really pisses me off. And then I correct them in a nice way. Samuel's really bad with spelling and grammar, and I try to correct him too, but he just doesn't seem to care, which is annoying. But I know it annoys him sometimes. But sometimes I can let it go and be like, all right, you made a mistake. I'm not going to say anything. Moving on. Other times I will literally correct him, and he just says, I don't care. I type fast. It doesn't matter anyway. Like, what doesn't matter? Communication is one of the most important things in this world. Anyway, we're not going to get into all that. Tried to make the cap laugh and failed. What did you do, Kabuto Fish? Wait, wasn't Cisco O'Brien? Oh, no. It's not funny. Shannon Murphy, I'd like to solve the puzzle. Benjamin Cisco. Matt Deckard, I'm more worried about syntax. I'm worried about syntax more. Well, you shouldn't be. All forms of communication are super important in today's world, so. Area 51, are we talking about Captain Benedict Crisco? James, or Jeff W., maybe because she was sick. If she was sick, they used the younger version of Guinan to work around Whoopi being sick. Well, then just don't fucking film that sequence. Just find a way to not do it. Don't recast. Don't recast. Joseph Barbato, I'm still bad with there, and there. Okay, they are is they, R-E. They are. You're just taking the A out of that. So if you can say a sentence like, they are going to the store, then you use that there in the sentence. I'm going to confuse you. And there, as in referring to a group of people, like it's their food. Just remember that version of there has an I in it. I, as a person, talking about people. So there's an I in it. It's talking about their food. But if you want to go over there, there's no I in it. Or they went over there. It's not talking about people, it's talking about a destination. Anyway, there are ways to explain it. Anyway, whatever. I'm not better than anybody, I just like to help. E.R. Mixon says, it would be funny if Lower Decks made a joke about the DS9 ending, showing that it was back. He was back the next day. That would be good. Kabuto Fish. Should know better than to try to make him laugh with a Keiko reference. Yeah, You should know better. Mike says, until I heard about the new abortion law in Texas, I thought the feminists were crazy. What? Texticle, con, spelling, sets me off. Yes, everybody spells it that way. It's right on the fucking front of the fucking Blu-ray case. Con, K-H-A-N. It's not fucking difficult, and everybody spells it K-A-H-N. It's really annoying. Yeah, you're right. Get 10K. My spelling skills suck, but I always try to be accurate as I can be, and sometimes I type too fast and screw it up, but drives me nuts. I have no problem being corrected, but I just still try. And I love people that just shut off their autocorrect. Samuel has shut off his autocorrect. He spells minute instead of M-I-N-U-T-E. He spells it M-U-N-I-T-E. Midnight or munite. I don't know why autocorrect doesn't catch it, because it's clearly wrong. But anyway, it's just, that's a major annoyance to me. But oh well. The Keiko is not of Bajor. Shem says, I run into people confusing your and your all the time. Same thing. You are, and it's yours. It's a possessive and a short form of you are. Like, if you can use you are in a sentence, then you use that version of your. It's pretty simple. Joseph Barbato, I also have issues with run-on sentences. I do too. That's still something I'm not great at. Punctuation is 75% for me. It's not perfect, but he just kept talking in one incredibly unbroken sentence, moving from topic to topic so that no one had a chance to interrupt. It was really quite hypnotic. Facts. Run-on sentences. Mr. Captain I3, be cool to see Moriarty. Forgive my spelling in lower decks. Moriarty is spelled wrong, but that's okay. And yes, he'd be cool to be in lower decks. Year Mixon, Star Trek Keiko, an entire series about space botany. How about no? Mr. Horndog, I hate the twos. 2, 2, and 2. That's easy as well. 2 as an amount, like I love you too, is 200. It's an amount. You know, they have too much food. Too much food. There's 2 O's in 2. There's one too many O's almost, so it's too much. Too much. So 2 O's. Too much food. Too much of whatever. The number 2 is just fucking obvious. It's 2 with a W. And all other uses of 2 should be the TO. It's really easy. If it's an amount, like I love you too, you know, it's kind of like saying I love you more. You put 2 O's in there. So. Brisk Cora, my mother was a high school English teacher. I've been harassed about my grammar my whole life, and I'm very used to criticism at this. That's a shame. Shannon Murphy, I hate bad handwriting. Like if the letters are too big and if you don't make the letters properly, like a B looks like a low, if that makes sense. Yes, absolutely agree with you. Shannon, and if your handwriting is the definition of chicken scratches, get better. I should be a teacher. Yes. Captain's new channel, Grammar Yards. Bryce, there's sci-fi futurism idea called AngelNet. High-tech worlds use AI, robots, nanotech, programmable smart matter, force fields, anti-gravity to child-safe a world, and the Federation has that tech easy. Mike says, I rely on autocorrect a lot. I suck at spelling a little. Joseph Roberto, oh man. Shannon Murphy, you'd hate my handwriting. Eric says, the new Borg Queen told Picard to look up. Picard only told Agnes the story of his mother, telling him to look up. So, coincidence? Matt Deckard, I can't handle people misspelling con. Area 51, funny that the Englishman isn't all that concerned about English. Shannon Murphy, old ladies praise my handwriting. My next door neighbor did when she read my Christmas card to her. So if old people like my handwriting, it must be perfect. Mr. Captain 93, you have to forgive Samuel for his spelling. It's not like he came from the homeland of England. Shannon Murphy, and especially if my grandmother praises my handwriting. She taught school for over 30 years. Matt Deckard, paraphrasics and contractions are easy. Who and whom is hard. Yep, I agree. Nigel Smith, LOL, that song is the best. Joseph Barbetta, I use comments too often. See, you use two correctly, because it's an amount. You use them too much, too often, too many of them. All of those are... Anyway, I was always taught if you need to pause while you're talking, you need a comma. Yes. Or 3 dots, if it's a longer pause. That. Bryce says, I guess my real issue is I just don't have the... I guess my real issue is just that as a parent, I hate stories where kids die. Still, there is a lot of tech in Trek, and that is not applied to its potential, such a discussion about personal shields. Eric says, there is a classic 1950s book series called The Humanoids, which takes place over the world and makes it child safe for humans. Mike says, the more punctuation than me, I'm horrible at punctuations. Bryce says, hey, as a dyslexic, I still have to. I'm a dyslexic as well, and it makes it more difficult when people are misspelling words and the meanings of the words when I'm trying to read something, especially when I'm tired or whatever, because it's hard for me to figure out what they're trying to say sometimes. Sometimes it comes really easily to me if I'm like well rested or whatever, but yeah. Matt Deckard, one could say he's a grammar Picard in another timeline. The grammar general, yes. Joseph Barbado, the other problem is then and then, and when to use which. I know less than greater than, but then is a measurement of time. The THEN is, yeah, that's difficult. I don't even know how to describe that. I still have problems with it occasionally. That's when I really have to think about when I'm writing. Sometimes I write then with an E, and then we like, wait a minute, it's supposed to be than, not then. Rather than, you know, like, so, yeah, so I get that one being a problem. Samuel will screw spelling, but if lighting is off in a show by 1 lumen, all hell will break loose. Yes. Yes. Even to say to a guest star, do you have any other lights you can turn on? You're wearing a dark shirt with a dark chair, and there's a little bit of dark in the background, and it's just like a floating head. Can you like turn on a light in front of you? It's like, no, it's a fucking guest star. Shut the fuck up. Just let him do what he wants to do lighting wise. He looks fine. You can see him. It's not like he's, you know, in total pitch black. Kit 10K, Captain's Log, Stardate. I've lost track of when I've been talking about the correct spelling too long. You also use to correctly there as well. Joseph Barbado, and effect and effect. An effect is, yeah, see, that's another one that's hard to describe. If something affects you, if it makes you feel a certain way, it is effect. It's an A. But an effect that you see on screen is an E. So I don't know how else to say that. It's just, I don't know. Area 51, you have to admire the loyalty of Miles O'Brien. He's married to Keiko. Keiko never cheated on her and had every reason to. Hashtag just Jesus save me. Mike Sherest, you clearly haven't seen my handwriting. Nigel Smith, haha, this turned into a very good English class. Video awesome. There may be reasons why people mess up their use of the word. They are going to pay the price for their mistake at some point in their lives. I hope I didn't mess this one up. They are going to pay the price for their mistakes at some point in their lives. No, that's correct, yes. Eric Martin, glad I made it for this live. Just chilling on the couch with some bruschetta from Tiger Jacks. Cap will know. Tiger Jacks for the win. Bruschetta, I'm not the biggest fan of bruschetta, but Mr. Captain 90, I'm much more of a fan of garlic bread. Garlic bread with cheese. I will get garlic bread with cheese every restaurant I go to. That's a good measure of how good the restaurant is, how their garlic bread with cheese is. Mr. Captain 93, how much difference is there between Refit Enterprise and Enterprise A? Not a lot. Not a lot. Shannon says, I must also police your language of fellow Southerners. Now, children, we say y'all down here, not you guys. A pause equals a comma. Kirk loved a comma. Bryce says, I'm dyslexic. I still have to remember I write with my right to know my right from my left. Sad part is I only learned that a few years ago. LOL. Before then, I just had to ask someone for help instead. Yeah, I've same way with my right. I'm right-handed, and as far as I'm concerned, it's the correct hand, so it's the right one. This is the right one. I know it's bad, but ERMX's craziest series. Does anyone else think the IDW should do a Confederation comic? I'd love to see a battle between Evil Picard and Ducat. I'm sure you will see that. Absolutely, yes. Which is which? Phone what? Are strong in this thread. Which and which is easy as well. I'm gonna skip ahead. I'm gonna be done now. I think I'm done. Accept and accept. To accept something, to receive something, is with the A. Or to accept a piece of knowledge, like, I accept that as fact. Yes, that's an A. But accept is not that. The opposite of taking something from somebody or accepting it. I don't know how else to describe it. I'd love to hear Khan teach a grammar class with his accents and intellect. That would be interesting. For some reason, I've always loved the Enterprise A. Anyone on the refit? Klingon or Klingon? Anyway, I'm done. I'm done with the grammar lesson. I'm done with the live. I think I'm done. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It has been a fun live. Hopefully you learned something, whether I helped your grammar or not. Like I said, it was one instance from my brother correcting me that locked it in and made it all make sense. And I've been eternally grateful to him for that. And I just hope that I can do that for somebody else someday. So that's why I correct people. But I know people get annoyed by it as well, so I don't do it often. I only do it when my OCD is really saying, you need to correct this person, and that happens sometimes. So anyway, guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a good night, and I'll see you maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do another live tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. So anyway, guys, till next time. And thank you, Bryce, for the super chat. Yes, I know I'm done. We're done. We're going downstairs now. Gonna hang out on the couch. Is that what you want to do?